From the News Channel 8 studios, this is Let's Talk Live.
Spring has finally sprung and the warmer weather calls for lighter foods. And here with the perfect plan to brighten and lighten winter recipes is lifestyle expert and the founder of SipTeas.com, Nicole Young. Welcome. Good to see you
Hi,
again.
good to see you. Good to be here.
Happy spring.
Happy spring. It's finally sprung. Can you imagine?
Yes, it has. And you're going to transition us.
Absolutely. You know, we have a lot of flavors that we get so comfortable with during the winter, but when the weather warms up, we want to kind of remix them so that they're seasonal for spring and summer.
All right. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with, what is this, tomato soup?
Tomato soup. So in the winter when it's cold out, a nice bowl of warm tomato soup, grilled cheese is so comforting. I do too. But for spring, we're going to lighten it up. This is a tomato gazpacho. It's chilled, no heat involved. So you're going to blend tomato, cucumber, onions, some salt, pepper, some spices in there, and it's chilled. You chill it in the fridge for about an hour or two, and then I serve it with some Parmesan crisps as opposed to the grilled cheese sandwich.
Really?
So you still get that sort of cheese-tomato combination, but in a spring application.
Okay, all right, let's...
Cheers, try it. I love that. Isn't that nice?
It is nice. Spicy.
It's a little bit spicy because I added some jalapeno and there's some black pepper. You could leave the jalapeno out if you're not so much into the spice, but I love the spice.
Should it be colder? Because I like it at this room temperature.
You want to chill it. Well, it's room temperature because if you're serving it for a party, it might be sitting out for a while. You could put these on ice, but you can certainly serve it right out of the fridge, nice and ice cold. The hotter it is out, the colder you're going to want the soup to be.
Well, this is the perfect temperature for me. That is great.
I'm glad you like it.
All right, so now we are going to move on to the hot toddy.
Right. So hot toddy is a warm drink. It's perfect for like fireside when it's cold out. But now the weather's warm, you're not so much going to be at the fireplace, you're going to be taking the party outside.
Okay.
So we're going to chill it down and do more of a spring interpretation. So I start off with some Patron Citronge, which is a lime liqueur made by Patron. It's perfect for blending into a cocktail. I do about 1.5 ounces of that. Then I add some Patron tequila. You know, it's made with 100% Weber Blue agave, so it's the good stuff. And then we want to keep that hot toddy flavor, which is really based in lemon. It's lemon, honey, and warm water, usually with bourbon or whiskey. I'm using tequila since it's springtime. So this is a honey lemon syrup. I'm going to put about 1.5 ounces of that, and then this is just some lemon juice. I'm going to add ice, and then I'm going to top it off with some club soda.
Okay, so you're watering it down. It was feeling a little strong.
It was getting a little strong, wasn't it? Yeah. We like to have things sort of sparkling and bubbling when it's warm out.
Okay.
So you try that. I'm going to try this one.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See what you think. I love that.
Oh, that is so
it's
refreshing.
Very refreshing,
I mean, it just
right?
tastes like lemonade. You can't even taste the alcohol.
You're not going to be sort of falling over yourself when all said and done.
You want to kind of keep it light for your guests.
Exactly. You want things that are palatable and light. You want the alcohol in there, but you don't want anyone tasting like it's too strong.
Sure.
One thing I want to mention is that when you use Patron, don't throw away the bottles. They're doing this really cool bottle design contest right now. If you go to artofpatron.com, the winner can win $1,000. Oh. I'm sorry, $10,000.
Oh, even better.
Exactly. If you design
so you're going to design a bottle.
Exactly. It's all about repurposing the bottles and coming up with sort of like artistic ways to use them.
That will work. All right, so now we're moving on to cider.
Cider. So mulled cider, you know, again, served warm over the holidays. It's such a great drink. Now that it's getting warm out, we want to chill it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel those flavors of the cider. I'm starting with about 4 cups of Punzone Lemoncino. This is Italian organic vodka that's blended with Sicilian lemons. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, this is a cinnamon simple syrup because you want to keep sort of keeping with the flavors of the mulled cider. You know, cinnamon is a very popular flavor in mulled cider. We've got cloves, which you would also find in mulling spices. Oh. And then this is just some allspice powder. So I'm going to throw that in there. You want to mix it together just to give it a nice stir, make everything marry together. And we're also going to add club soda to this just to give it a nice, refreshing, bubbly sensation. And I add some orange slices. And I say for spring and summer, get yourself a great pitcher like this one. I found this at Burlington. Ooh.
So that's the little
This is what's going to keep the ice so that the drink stays nice and cold, but without watering the whole thing down.
Okay.
So you put that in there. Of course, I had it just fine earlier. But basically, that sits in there. It chills it down.
Yeah.
And you know, I love it. It's all about presentation as well. You see how I serve it in these little mini mason jars? I also found these at Burlington.
Those are adorable.
A pack of 6 is under $10. Everything there is about 65% off what you would find at department stores, and they've got great stuff for home there. Isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
Refreshing, light, springy, but you're getting some of that spicy essence that's familiar from cider.
Do they
with
put
the cinnamon.
you to work whenever you go to parties?
Absolutely. And it's what I love to do. It's what I love to do.
All right, and finally, we've got to go with this. This is the Negroni.
That's a classic cocktail that you would get typically around the holidays. It's gin, Campari, and a little bit of sweet vermouth. I'm going to make a spring interpretation. I start with no lech gin.
All right, she's wrapping me, so
this
very
has
quickly.
Got Turkish rose and raspberry flavor in there. It's a really great modern take on gin. A little bit of sweet vermouth, a little Campari, some raspberry puree. Again, we're going to top it off this time with some seltzer. I'm going to give that a little bit of a mix for you. Garnish with some raspberry. And let's try it. I like these little mini presentations as well.
All right. Nicole Young from sipteas.com will be back with much more Let's Talk Live. Thank you.
You're welcome. Cheers.